Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Got it. Mike 5-9. I'm coming.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Evan Ingram, 27 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. And this is good. Our score, 7-0, Tennessee. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And an alley to run. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 38-yard line. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Ready. Get running. And let's get that screen. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety. Kick.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. 22 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not gonna be...
And now it's blocked. And the Titans pick it up. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 30, the 20, 10, 5, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. Here's Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, if you look at this Week 1 matchup on paper and you see the Titans' name next to the Browns' name, you're thinking, there can't be much history there. But if you factor in that the Titans used to be the Houston Oilers, well, there is good history there because these two franchises were division rivals in the old AFC Central. That was before the 2002 NFL realignment. So there is history, albeit way back in the rearview mirror.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away.
So they wound up passing on a long field goal try, but that works out for them really well. That one's down inside the 5-yard line.
And it's risky because your punter, if he puts it in the end zone, the net result not worth it, but there, I think worth it. The Browns drive about to get started, and they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Jackson. Open man is Samuel, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Play action. It's Jackson. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Set, ready, on the base. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Vinny Curry, the defensive end, got there off the edge.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
After one, our score 9-6. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. Buying time to his left. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Murray. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Ingram was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
And 3 yards to go.
Let's go.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Titans.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
On 1st down, it's Carson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Second down, Murray sets to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Murray. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vinny Curry picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground. So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. And it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Murray going to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
1st down, Tennessee.
Here we go. Here we go. Is it Gerard? Watch it.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They run it with Carson. Runs through the contact. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Ready. 27, 127. Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
On 1st down, it's Carson. He showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Eluding the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
On second down, Williams. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Adam Thielen, 76 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Finds his tight end Ingram. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Now it's Jackson. That's going to be caught by Samuel. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
Here's Jackson. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the 1st down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
At 25 the mic. We got 25 the mic. Out green. Take you through. Watch twitch. Watch.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Completes it to Hardman. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 20-yard line.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Jackson now. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 3rd and goal, Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Murray now, 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Now it's Carson. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Murray off play action. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Now Murray. He's going to find his receiver, Chris Moore. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. Murray now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On play action, it's Murray. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack there by Trent Murphy.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. This is Carson. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there. 26 yards. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 4-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And it brings up 3rd down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. A screen here to Vereen. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
2nd and a yard.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now it's Jackson. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
A big spot now for the rookie Murray. On the run, here's Vereen. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Murray from midfield. That's going to be caught by Kirk. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. I got it. Mike 27. Mike 27. Mike 27. Hurry.
From the 24, Murray. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson. Campbell making the catch. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, a clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Space to maneuver at the 40. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes left side. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big play that time for Cleveland. 71 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run for it with Anderson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but and he takes this one in for a Brown score. Lamar Jackson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got to start figuring out what these blocking schemes are and finding ways to defeat them.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, it's Murray. Flush to his right. Open man is Kirk, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Tennessee getting their first down on a big play of 18 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Throwing now is Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tyrone Crawford able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Play action. Now it's Murray. And he's going to go down again. Tyrone Crawford able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
And it's 3rd down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Danny Shelton in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. It's Murray. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Jackson. Catch made here by Campbell. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Again, Jackson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Max Crosby in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So So for the Browns, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.